Welcome to day number 3 of the 21-day Tai Chi challenge. And so in this video, we're going to explore 3 new movements: wave hands like clouds, single whip, and the snake creeps through the grass. All right, so stick around till the end because I'm going to share a mindfulness story with you called Maybe. All right, but as always, for this sequence, you don't have to get it perfect. You don't have to memorize anything. I'll be your mirror image. And then also you can breathe normally and do this sitting in a chair, standing, or you can alternate sitting and standing as needed. If you're standing, we'll begin with the feet together or as close as you can. The hands can come to the lower abdomen. You can close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze. And as you breathe in, the belly expands. And as you breathe out, the belly returns towards the spine, abdominal breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming into the present moment, arriving in the body. Just coming into the here and now, letting go of the worries from the day. And then if you want, on the next inhale, you can hold the breath at the top just for a moment, and then let it out with a big sigh, just letting out tension and stress. The hands can float down by the sides. As you breathe in, the arms float up. You circle in front as if you're gathering in energy right into the heart. Send it down through the body and into the earth, sinking the chi, the life force energy, source of our healing, our vitality, and our strength. Breathing in, gather. Breathing out, grounding. One more time, sink the chi. And then from here, you can step one foot out to the side, either foot. The hands float up in front. And the arms get heavy, floating down, the knees and hips soften, opening the door. It's like your arms are resting on a wave in the ocean. Breathing in, the tide rolls in. Breathing out, the tide rolls out. One more time, opening the door. Start of the journey. This time the arms float out to the sides as you spread your wings. Hands float down, the palms face up. They float up the midline, turning at the heart, pressing up overhead, and then floating out and down, holding up the sky. Breathing in, floating up. Breathing out, drifting down, nice and easy, nice and slow. Feeling all the sensations that you can. Holding up the sky one more time. This one helps to open the shoulders and the chest and decompress the spine. This time the hands float up to the heart. One hand pushes up, the other pushes down, connecting above and below. The hands come back to the heart, switching sides. This time you can do a side bend if you want, but as always, easing in, never forcing it. One more time to the other side. This time the bottom hand comes up, then you can push to the corner, the other hand pushes behind. Coming back to center, we'll go to the other corner. The dragon spreads its wings. And if you want, you can turn to the side, this time letting the back heel come up, looking over the shoulder, if that feels okay for you. And then one more time to the other side, the dragon spreads its wings. This time the arms circle in front as you hug the big tree, rounding out, coming back to center, softening, the arms open. Then this hand here drops down and drifts over to the other side. The hands switch positions and then they float across like clouds in the sky. When you get to the corner, the hands switch again. Wave hands like clouds. Breathing in as they switch, breathing out as you drift, or as always, taking as many breaths as you need. My only rule is that you do breathe. So. All right, one more time, cloud hands. This time the top hand makes a hook. The bottom hand comes up. The bottom hand floats across the horizon. The palm turns out, shoulders sink. Let's do that one again with just the arms. Floating across, nice and easy, nice and slow. This time you can step in as the hand comes up, and then step out to the side. We call this single whip. Circle it back around. You can always soften the hook arm if it gets tired. Being kind to yourself, please. One more time, single whip. And then release the hook. The hand drifts over, the hands switch positions, and then they float across. Once again, like clouds in the sky, you can step in as well. We'll drift across a few times, letting go of any tension you don't need. All right, this time the top hand makes a hook. Bottom hand comes up. The bottom hand floats across, palm turns out, shoulders sink. Let's do that again. Just the arms at first. One more time. This time you can step in as the hand comes up, and then step out to the side. The hand floats across. Once again, single whip. Circle it around, breathing in, breathing out. Feeling all the sensations, bringing mindfulness to your body. One more time, single whip, and then release the hook. Let it drift over. The hands switch, and they become clouds. Drifting across the sky, stepping in. It's like a moving meditation. All right, this time step in as you make a hook. Step out to the side, single whip 2 times. Nice and soft. Circle it around. All right, now this time stay with me here. So we're gonna reverse direction. The hand comes up and over and then softens down towards the earth and then scoops through and then back up. Let's do that again. It's called the snake, creeps through the grass. And as always, it doesn't matter how low you go, just meeting yourself where you're at. One more time, snake creeps down. And then release the hook. The hands become clouds. Stepping in. Like white fluffy clouds in a bright blue sky. Cloudy hands. This time step in as you make a hook. Step out, single whip 2 times. And then reverse direction. The hand comes up and over, and then melting down, the hand scoops through, and then back up. Snake creeps down. All the way through the grass. Let's do that again. All right, one more time. And then release the hook. The hand drifts over. The hands become clouds. Floating across, stepping in, just to a comfortable stance, and we'll continue to wave hands like clouds. Breathing, letting go, softening. All right, one more time, drift across. This time the bottom hand comes up into a hook. The other hand scoops under as we carry the firefly in the lantern. And then we'll switch again. The other hand makes a hook, carrying underneath. Softening the shoulders and neck. Breathing. One more time, the firefly and the lantern. And then hug the tree, bring it back to center. The arms open, the hands float down, the palms face up, one hand right on top of the other at the lower abdomen. And then this hand drops down, floats all the way up and over, down the center line of the body. And then other side, breathing in, the hand floats up. Breathing out, centering. Let's do that one again. Creating mental focus and clarity. One more time, centering. And then both arms float all the way up and over, just as much as you can. The hands float down as you soften the hips and knees. Then circling the hands in front as if you had a big ball right in front of the body. Scooping under, back up to the heart, and then down. We call this one opening the heart. Let's do that again. Rising up, floating down. This time we'll make a diamond shape with the hands right in front of the heart, and then press out, reaching, connecting. Sending out all your loving kindness out to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And then turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. Then the hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together or as close as you can. You can close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze. Let your body rock and sway ever so slightly. Bamboo in the wind. Feeling into the body, just noticing the sensations that arise. And then bringing your attention to your breath, noticing the inflow and the outflow, without trying to control it or manipulate it in any way. And then you can bring your attention into your heart, expressing gratitude to yourself for being here today, to cultivate flexibility, balance, and strength of body and mind, and compassion in the heart. And then if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open them. The hands can come together in front of the heart. We can finish with a bow. Thank you so much for joining me for this Tai Chi flow. So I'd love to share a story with you now on mindfulness called Maybe. All right, so I'm gonna get that, but also I'd love it if you typed in the comments how you're feeling. I'd love to hear about your experience too. Once upon a time, there was an old farmer who had worked his crops for many years. One day his horse ran away. Upon hearing the news, his neighbors came to visit. "Such bad luck," they said sympathetically. "Maybe," the farmer replied. The next morning the horse returned, bringing with it 3 other wild horses. "How wonderful," the neighbors exclaimed. "Maybe," replied the old man. The following day his son tried to ride one of the untamed horses, was thrown, and broke his leg. The neighbors again came to offer their sympathy on his misfortune. "Maybe," answered the farmer. The day after, military officials came to the village to draft young men into the army. Seeing that the son's leg was broken, they passed him by. The neighbors congratulated the farmer on how well things had turned out. "Maybe," said the farmer. So this story is kind of a reminder of actually another quote from, his name's James Braz. "Mindfulness is simply being aware of what is happening right now without wishing it were different. Enjoying the pleasant without holding on when it changes, which it will. Being with the unpleasant without fearing it will always be this way, which it won't." All right, so I hope you enjoyed the flow today and the story on mindfulness. And so make sure when you're ready, click on the link right here to go to the next video in the 21-day Tai Chi challenge, and I'll see you there.